going to be showing you how you can make your very own 3D 8-bit Link out of paper. Let's start off by going over what materials you'll need. You'll need the template printed out, which mine's printed out on 110-pound cardstock, but you can print it out on whatever paper thickness that you want. I'm also building the 15cm version. There's also a 12cm version as well as a blue tunic and red tunic available for Link. So build whichever one you want. Then I have markers to color the edges so that they blend in better. Glue, a craft knife, which you don't have to use, scissors will work fine, and some tweezers in case I need to get into small areas. They just help to glue together small pieces. And if you're using a craft knife, you'll want to use a cutting mat so you don't wreck the surface that you're working on. Start off by cutting all of the pieces on the first page out. Now that you have all of the pieces on page 1 cut out, I'm just going to go ahead and color the edges. Because I'm using such a thick paper, this is really going to make the model look a whole lot cleaner. So if you're using a thick cardstock like me, you'll probably really want to do this. It doesn't take that long and it really makes a world of a difference to the way your finished model will look. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that to all the pieces with the right color. So now that we have all of the edges colored, we're going to start building. And another thing I want to mention is that I'm actually building the lined version, which I never build lined versions. I don't think I've built a lined version of a model in 3 years. But because this is an 8-bit paper craft, the lines are really going to help you. Even if you aren't a beginner, because it's 8-bit, you need to put the folds in anyhow, so any place that there's a line on the template, there has to be a fold. And as you can see, you can barely see the lines as it is. So instead of spending hours going back and forth looking to see where the lines are to where you should fold it on your computer, just building the lined version is really going to help. So we're going to start with this piece. And all of the tabs on this piece are going to be mountain folds. So that means you're going to fold it inwards like that. So start off by folding all of the tabs to a mountain fold. Now once you have all of the tabs folded, we're going to start folding the actual green part. So the first fold is going to be right here. So fold right along that edge to a mountain fold again, like that. Then you're going to do the same for right here, and right here, and then between these two tabs here. You're going to fold along this piece, like that. Then on this corner, fold that piece down. Then mountain fold. Right, whoops. Here. And finally, between these two tabs. Just fold like that. So we're going to start off by gluing these 3 tabs to this loose piece. So, okay, now you're going to take these 2 tabs at the back of that square and glue them to the front piece. Now we're going to glue this tab to this piece. You're going to want to glue all of these tabs around this piece and then glue these 2 tabs to this side. Now you're going to glue all these tabs down on this piece, like that. Now moving on to this piece, we're going to first fold these tabs in this U shape backwards to a valley fold. So you're going to fold it back on itself like that. Do all of that for the entire U here. Then we're going to fold all of these tabs to a mountain fold. Tabs along these two ones backwards. Oops, to valley fold, just the two at the very end here. And then the rest of these tabs will be mountain folds. Okay, now we're going to fold this piece right here in between the first tab and up to a mountain fold. Like that. We're going to fold between the first tab to a valley fold. Between the next tab is a mountain fold. And then this piece to a mountain fold. Then we're going to fold right along here. It's a mountain fold. Then right in this corner is a mountain fold. As well as along this piece. All the way along here. It's a mountain fold. Then between these two tabs, a valley fold. And then finally a mountain fold at the very corner. Start off by gluing this piece down along here like that. Then you can glue these two tabs to this piece, and then this tab's going to go under and glue to this piece. And you can glue the remainder of the tabs on this side, so from this tab all the way along to this piece. So it ends up being like that. And then you can glue the very tip of the hat to these tabs so that it's like this. Now taking this piece, you're going to fold all of these tabs back to a valley fold. We're going to glue this piece to this piece. Just around all the edges, like that. Now we're going to build this piece, so all of these tabs are mountain folds, so go ahead and mountain fold all the tabs. Then we're going to fold a mountain fold along here. Then mountain fold between here, between these two tabs, and between these two. Now you can do this two ways. You can either wait to build, this is the very top of his head, so you can wait to build this piece once you've put this piece onto the hat, or you can build this piece right away and then glue it on to this piece like that, like we did for the very tip of the hat. I think I'm going to first build this, attach to the hat, and then put this together. So, taking this piece, all of these tabs are going to be valley folds. So go ahead and do that. All the tabs along here are going to be mountain folds. These two tabs at either end are going to be mountain folds. The tab that's closer to the green on either side is a valley fold. The other tab on the inside here is a mountain fold on both sides. Then the tabs at the ends are mountain folds. then these last two tabs are valley folds. Now, for folding the piece, this first fold is a mountain fold. The next fold along here is a valley fold. Then the last two folds on this larger piece are both mountain folds. So here, oops. And right up against here. Then fold these two end pieces to a mountain fold on either side. And then these two L's, you're going to first do a mountain fold, then a valley fold, then another valley fold, and finally a mountain fold. Same for the other side. So, mountain, valley, valley, and mountain. Now you can go ahead and glue these tabs to the top here. Now make sure that this piece is pointing down, or else you're going to have an upside down hat. So make sure that you glue these tabs along the top like that. Now we're going to go back to this piece. If you haven't built it already, then we're going to do what I'm doing. So I'm going to take the edge that's already connected to the top of the hat and glue it at the front. And glue this piece all the way around and then connect it to itself at the other end, like that. But glue them on these tabs first. Now we're going to glue this piece down on these tabs, like that. So now we're going to glue these two tabs to this piece and around like that on both sides. Now we're going to be gluing these pieces around like that and that, and then this piece is going to glue to this tab and this tab like that, and it's the same for both sides. Start with this tab, glue around like that. Those two tabs are going to be glued to this piece, like that. I'm going to do that for the other side. Now you can go ahead and cut out all of page 2, as well as this piece and this piece on page 4. So now that we have all of the pieces from page 2 cut out, as well as the 2 from page 4, we're going to start off by taking the face piece, and you're going to fold all of these tabs along the top of the face to a valley fold. Then you can go along with all of these tabs, and they're all going to be mountain folds, as well as along these ones. And these tabs in here are all going to be valley folds. This one at the end here, as well as these ones, are mountain folds. These ones are all mountain folds as well, then valley folds. Just like on the other side. Then the rest of the tabs all along here are mountain folds. Now for folding the actual color. We're going to start off right here, and we're going to do a mountain fold. Same thing for the other side. Then, at the end of these tabs, this is also a mountain fold. And at the very end here, a mountain fold. Now this headpiece is going to glue to the piece you've already built. So you can start off by gluing the front of the face to the front of the hair and work your way along. All the way along, down the sides and the back, on both sides. As well as this piece goes to the bottom of the back here and then attaches on this side. So go ahead and glue all those tabs. Now we can move on to the nose piece. So start off by folding these 4 tabs to a mountain fold. This one, this one, this one, and this one. And then the rest are valley folds. Then you're going to want to fold the sides like this. On this. Then you're going to glue these tabs to these sides. Like that. Once you have that glued, you're going to put glue on these tabs, and then I recommend you come from the inside and push the nose through that way. Put that to the side. Take one of your earpieces and fold these tabs on this piece right now to a mountain fold. These 2 on the sides are mountain folds, and this one at the end is a valley fold. Then these 3 tabs are all mountain folds. This tab's a valley fold. This one's a mountain fold. Then all the ones on this side are mountain folds. Then the top 3 are mountain folds, and the rest are valley folds. And you can start by bending these 4 pieces to a mountain fold. At the very end here is mountain fold. Then along this piece, it's valley fold, then mountain fold, then valley fold, mountain fold, and then mountain fold, and finally mountain fold. Now you can start by gluing this zigzagged piece to either side. Then you can glue this piece along the top to these tabs, as well as the two tabs on this actual piece to these two parts. So that it goes like this. Then you're going to glue this piece along the side here and attach it to the other end. So glue these two pieces here, and then those two to that end. Like that. Once you have the ear piece glued down, take this piece for the same size of the ear that you just did. So for mine, it's Link's left ear. So take this piece for the left side, or whichever ear you built first. And start by bending these three tabs to a valley fold. Then these ones right here, mountain fold. And this one's a valley fold. Mountain fold. These two end ones are mountain folds. And the ones on the other end are both mountain folds as well. Then starting at this end, folding right here into a mountain fold. Right along this side to a mountain fold. Along these tabs, mountain fold. And finally at this end, a mountain fold. There. You can start off by gluing this piece down to this one. Like that. And you can continue, go around. So that we glue it here, and then these pieces glue onto this piece. Like that. Then taking your earpiece, you're going to glue it to the piece you just built. So line up the tabs and just put some glue on them and glue them together. So it's like that. Once you have the ear glued onto that piece, you can glue this piece to the side of the head. So this is the left side, so you're just going to glue the tabs on, and then these two sides go like that. Once you have that earpiece glued on, you're going to do the exact same thing for the other side. Once you have both ears glued on, you can go ahead and cut out page 3 and the rest of page 4. Now that you have pages 3 and 4 cut out, we're going to start off with this piece and begin folding the tabs. So all of these ones, with the exception of the two end ones, are mountain folds. So these 4 here, mountain fold them, and the other 2 are valley folds. Ones at the end here on either side are mountain folds. These 2 on either side are valley folds. Ones at the ends here are mountain folds. These 3 down here on either side are all mountain folds. All of these tabs along here are valley folds. This tab's a mountain fold. These 2 here are both mountain folds. These 3 are valley folds. And finally, this last tab is a mountain fold. Now, right here is a mountain fold. Then on the other side, a valley fold. Then up this L piece, it's a valley fold. Then a mountain fold. Then another valley fold. And also a valley fold. And going this way again, it's a mountain fold, then a valley fold. This piece here is a valley fold, then a mountain fold here on either side of this piece, and then this piece folds to a mountain fold too. Then on this side it's the same idea. So valley fold, mountain fold, valley fold, mountain fold, valley fold, mountain fold, and then 2 valley folds. Then lastly, along this green piece, there's a mountain fold right here. 3 tabs into the green. Okay, now this is the rest of Link's jaw. So it will end up going like this. But we're going to first start off by gluing these L pieces into what they're supposed to become. So they basically do this. So this tab glues to this part, this tab on the other side glues to this part, and then this final tab at the end glues to this part. So it makes like a step kind of shape. And it's the same for the other side. Then you can go ahead on either side and glue this tab to the other side of that piece. And it's the same for both sides. Then you can go ahead and glue these tabs to this piece. So just like that on both sides. Once you have those pieces glued, you can glue this piece to Link's head. So as you can see, these tabs along the bottom here are going to be glued to the bottom of his face, and then there are tabs here that will glue to these pieces on either side. So it will just fit in like that. So go ahead and glue that on. Once you have that glued on, you can go ahead and glue on the rest of the tabs. So all of these will glue along here, on this side, and then this long piece is going to glue all around and then attach to this side, like that. Once you have that glued on, you can move on to this piece, and all of these tabs are going to be valley folds. And then you're going to glue this piece onto the back side of this piece. So just like that. Once you have the back of his neck piece, whatever you want to call this, glued on, it's time to move on to this big piece. So start off by folding all of these tabs, minus the 2 at the very end, to a mountain fold. Sorry, valley fold. And the 2 at the very end are mountain folds. This tab here is also a mountain fold. all of these tabs along this side are all mountain folds. These two at the end are valley folds. Then the rest along this side are mountain folds. Then all of these tabs along here are valley folds. These two tabs at the end here, this one is a mountain fold, and this one is a valley fold. These two tabs on this side are both mountain folds. This tab here is a mountain fold, and then all the tabs along here are mountain folds. Right here along this part is a valley fold. Then on the other side of that tab, it's a mountain fold. Then right here is a mountain fold. Along this piece, it's also a mountain fold. Right here is a mountain fold. Along this piece, this red part is a valley fold. Right here is a mountain fold, and along this side of the tab is a mountain fold. And on the other side is a valley fold. Once you have that all folded, you can start off by gluing these tabs along there, like this, to this side. So right around like that. Once you have that glued, you can start to glue on this side, Link's head on, and around on the left side like that. And once that's glued on, you can glue this piece here, and then this tab to this piece, and then these tabs go along to the other side, to the back, like that. Let's go ahead and glue those on. And once you have that glued on, it's time to move on to this piece. So start off by folding all of these tabs along here to a valley fold. These two tabs at the end here are mountain folds. These two tabs here, as well as the ones along this side, are all mountain folds. And these three tabs are valley folds. Now, between these two tabs, there's a mountain fold. Along this part, there's also a mountain fold. And finally, this brown piece, there's a mountain fold. Start off by gluing this piece to this tab, like this. This piece attaches to the piece we just put onto Link's body, around like this. So you're going to be attaching this tab to the end here, and then this tab to this side, and then all the way around like that, and then at the bottom here as well. The brown, and then these two tabs at the very end here to the other side. So once you have that glued down, we're going to take this piece and, starting with these two tabs up here, they're valley folds. This one as well as these two are mountain folds. These two at the end here are valley folds. These two here are mountain folds. These three are mountain folds. These three on this side are all mountain folds. This one at the end is a valley fold. And finally, these two are mountain folds. Then we're going to bend this part to a mountain fold, as well as on the other side. Then do the same for the other two sides, here and here. And then on the piece that this L shape is pointing towards, we're going to do a valley fold and a mountain fold. Then once you have that folded, you can start by gluing these two tabs on this piece to these sides, and then work your way around. So then this piece is going to glue here, and this tab is going to glue to that side. And it's the same for the other one. So you're going to create like a mini stair kind of piece, like that. Once you have that glued down on the opposite side, these two tabs on either side are going to be glued in to the piece like that. So glue them to the sides on both sides. Moving on to this piece, start off by bending all of these tabs along this side, all of these ones to a mountain fold, as well as the two at the end here. Tabs along this side on the green piece as well as this one at the end are also all mountain folds. All of these tabs are valley folds, and this one at the end is a mountain fold. Now, fold between the green and the brown to a valley fold. Then fold right here to a mountain fold. Then right here is also a mountain fold. Then between the next two tabs is a valley fold. And then another mountain fold. Then at the end here, there's a mountain fold on both of these parts, so that you make a square there. So you can start off by gluing these tabs along here. So glue these all the way around, just like that. So that you have a piece that looks something like that. Then take the piece that we just made and glue it like this. So this piece is going to go on the end here, and then these tabs around like that. Once you have that piece glued on, you can glue this piece to this side. So all along here, all the tabs are going to glue into some part. So you can go ahead and start gluing that in. Now moving on to the last piece from page 4. Start by folding these 3 tabs to a mountain fold, as well as the tab in here. All of the tabs along this side are all mountain folds. And then the end tab, as well as all of these tabs, are valley folds. Start by folding this part right here to a mountain fold, as well as on either side of it. So here and here. Then where there's no tabs, right here, you're going to fold it on a mountain fold on either side. Like that. And that. And then finally at the very end here, another mountain fold. Now you can start by gluing this tab to this piece like that. Then you can start working your way around gluing these tabs to Link's body. So you can see the shapes to line it up. So this tab here is going to go right here. And then you're going to work your way around, gluing all the tabs down to the inside of his body. Like that. And once you have that glued all the way around, you can then finish it off by gluing all of these tabs to this piece and then fold these ones in. Once you have the other arm finished, you can go ahead and cut out the last page. Okay, so once you have all of page 5 cut out, we're going to start off with this green piece, which is the bottom of Link. So start off by folding all of these tabs along here to a valley fold. Then these 2 tabs on either side are a mountain fold. This tab here is a mountain fold, as well as this one. All of these tabs along here are mountain folds. And then all of these tabs on either side are all valley folds. Then fold this piece along here to a mountain fold. And then along here. And then fold here. And here. And finally right here. Now you can start by gluing this piece to these tabs, like that. Now these 2 tabs on the end here are going to glue into either side, just like that. And then this tab and this tab glue to the piece right next to them, so like that. and that. And you can glue this piece to the bottom of Link. So all of the tabs are going to glue on to this piece. Now that you have the bottom glued on, it's time to move on to the feet. Now, these feet are like, this foot's this foot and this foot is this foot. So the piece that has the square closer to the inside that's the right foot. So start off by bending all of these tabs here to a mountain fold. And then fold the rest of the tabs to a mountain fold as well. Then you're going to bend this square down like this. Then on either side of it as well. Like that. That. Then you're going to bend here. And then right here is a mountain fold. And between the next two tabs is a valley fold. Now you can start gluing these two tabs to this piece like that. And when you have those glued on the one side, you can glue this piece onto the right foot. It doesn't really matter, like, there is a left and a right, but the feet are the exact same and there's no difference between them. So either foot will work on either side. But this foot is for this side. So we're going to start by gluing the foot to the bottom of Link and then glue it to itself. Like that. But don't glue the bottom of the foot onto it yet. Just glue the foot to the bottom of Link for now. And once you have that foot done, do the very same thing for the other foot. Now that you have both feet glued on, fold the tabs in and fold it up and see how he stands. And if he seems a little, because his feet are so small and his body's so square and he's quite top heavy, I'm actually going to put 2 pennies on the bottoms of the inside of his feet. This step's optional, but it's definitely going to make sure that he's not going to tip over. So I'm just going to glue a penny, or you could tape it to the inside of the bottom of the foot on both sides. And then once you have those in place, you can just put glue on the rest of the tabs and glue the feet up, like that. And once you have the feet glued together, it's time to move on to the last part of the model, which is the shield. So start off with the front of the shield and fold all of these tabs to a mountain fold. Now take the strip. Now, this tab at the very end is a valley fold, but all of these other tabs are mountain folds. Now right on the line where the 2 oranges meet, you're going to fold it into a valley fold. Then right beside that, on the lighter orange side, a mountain fold, as well as on the other darker orange side. Now moving this way, right at the very end here, it's a mountain fold. Then right here, mountain fold. Beside that, it's a valley fold. And then on the other side, it's a mountain fold. And then on the light orange side, same idea. At the very end, mountain fold. And then right in the middle, a valley fold. and a mountain fold on either side of that. Okay, now starting off with the side that has the tab on the end, we're going to start there, which it's right where, at the bottom of the shield, where the two different oranges meet. So start there, and then you're going to work your way around, gluing the edge of the shield to the front. So all the way around, and then glue it to itself like that. And once you have the sides of the shield glued on, then you can glue the back on. And make sure that the oranges line up. So go ahead and glue the back on. And once you have the shield all glued together, you can go ahead and glue that onto Link's hand. Right here. Just like that. And there you have your very own 3D 8-bit Link.